everybody, and welcome to something a little bit different. Tonight we are playing Pokemon Platinum. We are doing a randomized Nuzlocke. Now this is going to be a little bit different to some of the other randomizers that you may have seen on things such as YouTube. We are not doing a complete crazy randomizer. We're doing a similar strength randomizer, which means that we're going to run into Pokemon that are of similar strength to the Pokemon in the wild area. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with the idea of a Nuzlocke, there are 3 main rules to the run. 1, you can only catch the first Pokemon you encounter on any given route. 2, everything must be nicknamed. And 3, if it faints, it's gone. Now, we are going to add a couple of exceptions to that for this run. Duplicate clause is going to be in effect. So if we run into the same Pokemon or Pokemon of the same family as a Pokemon we already have, we're going to be able to go for a second encounter. Likewise, shiny clause is going to be in effect. Shinies are rare enough to find as it is, so naturally, if we find a shiny, we want to catch it. So that's in effect as well. Now, items are also randomized as well, so we could end up with a ton of fossils available to us, which would give us essentially free gifts. This is just the nature of the randomizer. We are not going to actively go looking for fossils, but if we get them, who am I to complain with regards to that? I was trying to think about if there was anything else that we needed to note, especially with regards to it. Oh yes, our trainer is going to retain their starter throughout the entire run. So our first decision is going to matter. All of our starters will be 2-stage evolutions. So we could end up with starters like we normally do. We could end up with trade evolutions like Abra and Mudshot. Impossible evolutions will be possible in games. Anything that requires trading will either have a level requirement for evolving, or we'll be able to evolve with its holding the item that we would normally need to evolve. Now, we did find the item or not? That's the question, isn't it? Alrighty, so without further ado, let's dive on in. If you've got any questions, chat, feel free to throw it in chat. Let's have a conversation. Let's know what you think of how the run is going. So let us kick this off. Pokemon Platinum. Oh, hello there. It's very nice to meet you. Who we got there? Welcome to the world of Pokemon. Oh, hello, it's Professor Rowan. Oh, he's even introduced himself. I'm sorry, I already know who you are. You're not the Pokemon Professor. That's Professor Oak. You're a Pokemon Professor, but you're not the Pokemon Professor. Who are you to come in here and think that somebody that's been playing since Gen 1 thinks that you're the Pokemon Professor? Very presumptuous. Very presumptuous. You know what? I think we'll be alright without the information. Yes, you got a Pokeball. Going to tap the center of the Pokeball. And he researches them. Okay, chat, what do you think? Am I a boy or a girl? Well, last I checked, I'm a boy. I think I'm a boy? We're going a boy. And there is no doubt in my mind as to what my name is. And now we encounter my friend. What might his name be? Oh, I don't know. He only also streams on Twitch. He doesn't play Pokemon anymore, but he's going to be Lithium nonetheless. Please, for the amount of times that I'm going to kick his butt on the run, please feel free to tweet at LithiumLX with regards to the links, and just let him know that, we won again. Alright, getting set. Let's prepare to go on our magical adventure. This almost feels like Inception in a way. I'm watching a screen on a screen to start the game off. It's almost like that was a old Adams West Batman reference. Same bad time, same bad channel. Oh, and here's lithium. Let's stop touching on my stuff. Who said you were allowed to go and touch my stuff? And apparently we're going to be going into crippling financial debt before the run has even begun, because I'm certainly not running that fast. 10 million Poké Dollars? Can't even carry that much in this game. Now, if there's one thing I do not miss about the older games, it is not having the ability to run from the start. Just slowly dawdling, dawdle, 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 dawdle. Oh no, he forgot something. What a surprise. Alrighty. Oh, well, we're going to be fine again. Uh-oh. That's tall grassless. You don't have a Pokemon. You shouldn't be going into the tall grassless. You know, if you listen to the Pokemon Professor, not a Pokemon Professor, you would know how dangerous it is. Oh, and here's our Pokemon Professor for this game. Yes, yes, yes. That is very much the answer, Professor. Yes. Where's the assistant? And here comes the Professor's assistant. With the briefcase. It's going to contain one of the most important choices we can make at the start of this run. Alright chat, here we go. We're about to find out our choices for our starters. Remembering that our rival will carry their starter throughout the game, so it's going to be just like it would be in a normal run. If you pick the grass starter, they're going to have the fire starter. If you pick the fire starter, they're going to have the water starter. If you pick the water starter, they're going to have the grass starter. Difference being, typing may not necessarily be like that, but the slots will save its location. So, you know, for example, if I'm given the choice of an Abra, and they can, and in the grass slot, and there's say a Machop in the water slot, in the fire slot, if I pick the Abra, they're gonna have the Machop. So here we go. Here's our choices, chat. We have an Azurill. We have a Magby, and we have a Larvitar. Now, this ends us with a really, really interesting decision, because, okay, let's be completely upfront and frank here. Azurill's trash. Azurill's not even on the cards. Magby is solid. It gives us reasonable type coverage early on, because we've got Amber at a low level, we've got Smog at low level. Downsides are that it doesn't evolve until level 30 into Magmar. We're not guaranteed to get Magmortar, because we need to find the Magmarizer, if there's even a Magmarizer in the game. But the other flip side, of course, is our rival's going to get a Larvitar, which means we're dealing with Pupitar very early in the game. And of course, Larvitar. You know, fairly weak to start with. While Azural's not an issue, once it evolves, we are now dealing with 4 times weakness to our rival. Biggest downside is it's a pseudo-legendary, which means that it eats up the experience and it's going to make it very difficult for us to get a well-rounded team. What do you think, chat? Do you have a decision, an idea as to which way we should go? Because, yeah, this is not an easy decision to make on this particular one. But you know what? You know what? See, I keep tossing up. Like we go if we go with the Magby, right? All we need to do is we need to find water type or grass type. That's going to give us the early game advantage until we run into our rival later in the game, because you know when they would normally have their fully evolved starter, that's when they're going to have a Tyranitar. It's not going to be too fun to deal with, but we're also not dealing with that extremely long experience grind. So as much as me being a Tyranitar fan wants to pick the Larvitar, I think we've got to go to Magby. I think the Magby is going to be the better choice, especially for the early game, because we go 4 times a week. Because remember, every trainer is going to be randomized. We don't know what we're going to run into. Here we go. First battle of the game. Now, as I said affair with Nuzlocke, just because sometimes you do get disadvantages with the starter choice. The Nuzlocke does not actually start until you've got Pokeballs. Or until you can get Pokeballs. Which is probably a good thing, because we're probably going to lose this fight. Let's be completely honest right now. Yeah, we're going to lose this fight. Is what it is, chat. It is what it is. We've got no way of getting around that. But the plan is not to win the starting fight. So losing that little bit of money certainly doesn't help. But play the long game. Play the long game. Oh, I just realised I don't think you've got the game audio. My apologies there, chat. We've got our running shoes now. We can move faster. Let's go and meet our rival. And now we go to the lake. Now chat, who is this mysterious blue-haired handsome man standing there by the waterside? It's a good thing that his overworld sprite looks much better. Hi anime fam, how are you tonight? I hope you're having a good good evening, good day, depending on which part of the world you're in, anime fan. Thank you for joining us this evening. How's your day been? Well, let's just take this opportunity while we're here. Let's just kind of scout out what kind of encounters we may run into while we safely can before we get our first Pokemon. Smeagol. Well, let's hope that Smeagol is not our encounter. Well, at the very least, it's free experience. What kind of challenge run are you doing, Anime Fan? I have to admit, it's been a little while since I've played Moon myself. I haven't really played it since it came out. Didn't enjoy Gen 7 too much overall, but that's probably just me being a little bit particular in the case these days. I don't really like the low hit chance on Smog. I mean, it's not great. I'd like to get Ember really early. Well, with that kind of challenge run, if you were doubling it down with this particular run, I mean, this would be a perfect encounter for you in that particular instance, doing a kind of challenge run. How's the team looking so far with regards to your non-evolving team? I was going to say, we finally got to get a poison here, but apparently not. Hey, the Smeagol's dead. Smeagol's gone. We're not even going to get half a level from it. If you've been using Smeagol on your run, how hard are you finding it to actually find viable sketch targets? I mean, it's probably not so bad when you're playing like the base game because you can kind of know what you're going to be going up against and plan out your sketches, but it would still be difficult to get the exact move that you're looking for, right? Alright, finally got the poison on something. Makes it just that little bit easier to deal with it, especially when we are, as in this encounter, having to deal with the fact that Brown is poison. And it's going to drag it out a little bit. But that's okay, we're going to run back to Mom after this and she's going to make it all better. Smeagol, Delibird, Spinda, Carbine, Oricorio, and Miltank. I mean, it's a reasonably well-rounded team for the most part. I mean, Miltank and Oricorio will give you some reasonable hitters as far as kind of going mono evolution, depending on how far into the game you are. Carbine gives you a very solid defensive anchor. Spinda can be reasonable support, but well, Smeagol's a wild card, of course, depending on what you actually get move-wise. Delibird's probably the only odd one out there. But if it's what you run into and it falls within the kind of the restrictions of your challenge, then, I mean, I'm sure it's working for you. I just hope it hasn't worked much against you. Yeah, very, very common fighting weakness, yes, you are correct. At the very... What type of... which Oricorio have you got? Which islands did you capture on? It took longer than it really should to take down a Diglett, but down the Diglett goes. Alright, one more encounter away from actually being able to get a level. Oh yeah, flying electric gives you good coverage. I mean, realistically, I know you've got a team of 6, but I'm looking at what you said you've got there, and I'm looking at a core of, Mill Tank, Ori Carbine doing all the heavy lifting there. Carbine, at least you've got neutral to fighting defensive-wise. If you're versing a typing, you've got Fairy there as a type, so you've got a little bit of kind of counterplay. Of course, Carbine, of course, not being very great offensively, but it's coverage. It's better than nothing. Well, it wouldn't be an earlier out if we could escape from Rattata. Of course, it's a Rattata. Why am I not surprised to see a Rattata this early in the game? Just as long as the Rattata doesn't turn around and kick our butt. Hey, it's another poison. Oh yeah, Wishy Washy will be a really good shot for that team. That'll fun really good. I mean, you're doubling down on fire coverage because you've got rock types and carving. Gives you a solid counter to rock and ground types, which is something you've definitely got a noticeable weakness to at the moment as well. Yeah, Ori Courier can't do anything against ground types effectively, and if it's got a rock type very well, it's dead weight in that particular matchup. Hey, with enough experience for us to level. And we still don't actually know we're good. I mean, worth knowing. Alright. That Rattata hit us a little bit harder than I would have liked it to. Not a good way to start the run off, but hopefully it'll peter out a little bit further into the run. What else we got available here, chat? Oh look, it's another Rattata. It's another Rattata. Hey, another poison. So how far into your moon run are you at the moment, Anime Fan? You said you got your Ori Courier on the first island. Are you currently working through the second island, or are you onto the third one by now? Because if you got Delibird, that would say you'd be at the base of what, Mount Malakila? Full tip of bug types is giving yourself a challenge. Not much of a challenge these days. You've got quite a few serious bug types available now. But especially if you're playing an older game, some of your bug types are a bit limiting. And that's probably just putting it. And that's putting it nicely. Ah, you're on the second island, so you're on your way up to your. Trying to remember. That's the third trial, correct? Because second trial is. First trial is the normal trial. Second trial is. The second trial the water trial or the grass trial? I want to say it's the grass trial. And then you got the then you got the fire trial, then the water trial. if I'm remembering correctly. Gosh, it's been years since I played Moon and I can still remember that. That kind of scares me a little bit. Ah, it's the water set. It's the water set. Okay. I couldn't remember whether it was Lana's or Carlos. The second one. In which case, yeah, then if you can get a wishy-washy before you start heading off the volcano, that'll give you some serious hitting power. But no, would I be right in saying that you're really looking forward to getting through the third island? Because I suspect you're probably looking at like a Mimikyu to that team? Actually, third island gives you a good solid choice because you've got the that meteor Pokemon, and you've got Mimikyu there. So those both fall quite nicely within your challenge while giving you some serious oomph. Oh, a Sunken. Oh, please don't. When I get back here for encounters, please don't let the Sunken be the encounter. Yeah, Mimikyu would be nice. I mean, you're technically doubling up on Fairy type of it because you've got the Fairy typing on Carbon Stone. But, much more offensive minded. You've got Ghost type there. I mean, that's certainly. I mean, Ghost Fairy, like, there's the counter to your fighting weakness. Boom, right there. Hey, look, if Spender is kind of the influence behind doing the challenge, keep the Spender on the team. It's there as your mascot. It's your reminder that this is why I'm doing this. Now, see, when we come back with the Pokeball, if we get the Spearo's not going to be too bad. Oh, Kami, that's not good to hear. What's going on with your friendo run? I'd welcome to the stream report as well, Kami. Alright, I think we're gonna make another disinfectant bomb. This early game grind is not being too good. For some reason, I thought that Magby's experience game was faster than this. Apparently, I was wrong. Very, very wrong. Congratulations! You nicknaming them, or if so, you got something in mind for that Wishy-Washy? Apparently, Magby wants to get the poison consistently now, chat. Named him chips like a bag of potato chips. Start with one chip and end up with many chips. Did you forget to remove the save file that you had at Kami before loading up the new randomized ROM? Well, sorry, new randomized file, rather. Oh, that was scary. That was a crit. That was a crit from a level 2 rat. That did a lot of damage. You sure you deleted the right render thing? Because it will go for the save in the. You gotta go to the battery folder and remove it from there. And it'll have the same name as whatever you're saving it as. You always know you're a Pokemon anime fan. How difficult do you find it sometimes to come up with nicknames? Do you have like a theme, or are you just kind of like I've got a can next to it. I'm just gonna call it can. I'll be honest, I'm terrible at nicknames. Yeah, battery's the same. Anything that you've got in the main folder is the actual games themselves. God. Even at level 3, that Rattatar's hitting hard. Either it says something about Rattata or it says something about the defense of my Magby. If I named everything after food, I'd just get too hungry. It makes the question though. What did you nickname the Miltank? Is it like, Porterhouse? Sirloin? Hey, level 7 for the Magby chat. And we actually learned a real move! We've got a real move! Oh yeah, suppose milkshake works. I don't know why I was instantly thinking of meat instead of going with milk. Especially considering that's the entire theme of Miltank. Milk. Let's go back and heal with Mom one more time. And then we'll get to actually get moving to the first town. Alright, now that we actually have a real move. I'm so sorry, Funko. I'm so sorry. This is gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. Oh, get revenge on a rat. Yes. Yes. This is for that time you crit me and always took me out. Have you told something else to the Delibird outside of present? Is it giving you like good coverage, or is it just you just like Delibird? I mean, yeah, if Delibird's one of your favorites, always use your favorites. Favorites are always fun. And he's off. Bye, Liz. Everybody say bye, Liz. Alrighty, chat. Nickname time. Why do we call him Magby? We got any suggestions for the nickname, chat? Curry. So you're keeping the food theme running strong. All right, Curry the Magby it is. You know what? Curry is good, gives it inspiration. Fireball works as well. You know what? Let's take the idea of those two together. We're going to go super spicy. I want everybody to say hi to Vindaloo. Alright. Give me the Pokedex, Professor. Let's get set. Chat. Oh, sorry about that. Alrighty, we got the technical machine for return. Thank you, Professor, for giving that to us. Oh, it's right. Better go and let my family know that, you know, go on a trip with magical mystery. How'd you manage to get yourself banned from using a Butterfree in a challenge run? Did you just find it was making everything too easy, or? Right, we're gonna save the encounter on this route for when we make the trip back from the lake. First things first, we're gonna go get our lake encounter. Well, for the main lake itself, of course. It's always nice when you manage to use something completely unexpected and just turn the tables on something like that. I said it, didn't I, chat? I'm like, I hope that Smeagol isn't the encounter. The bright side, however, is that's free experience. Now that I can effectively torch it. Yeah. Problem, of course, with using a Smeagol in a randomized one is, well, I don't know what I'm going to say. It's not like I can go towards Rourke and be like, oh, I'm going to, you know, learn Headbutt from his Predators, Because he might not have a Cranidos. Yeah, you said that you like to do a lot of bug runs, and Anime Fan. Do you have a favorite bug type Pokemon that you like? Yes, the Smeagol is gone. Can we get F's in the chat for the Smeagol? Oh no, look, Bliss ran away from home and didn't tell his mum. He's a naughty, naughty boy. Somebody should go tag him on Twitter and tell him he's a naughty boy. He ran away from home and didn't tell his mum. Alright chat, let's see what our next encounter is. Yeah, Masquerade could be solid. You've got Bug Water, decent coverage. You've got Intimidate, so you've got something to kind of help reduce the amount of damage that you bring in on the team. But the greatest defensive that's reasonably bulky for a bug type. Yeah, no, I can certainly get behind the idea of using Masquerade. Yeah, it can be a bit like that sometimes. I don't know. I like to try and avoid sacrificing where I can, but yeah, I do understand that, you know, having them there as well. All right, well we're gonna add the Rattata. We're gonna take the Rattata. We're gonna add it to the team. So let's get those nickname suggestions, chat. Let's get those nickname suggestions. I mean, I suppose it's pretty unfair for me to say that. Bug types in general can be reasonably bulky stat-wise. The problem with bug types in general is that they have a lot of common weaknesses. Keep on going with the food theme. You're consistent if nothing, so that's good. All right, cheesecake it is. Right from the movie. Oh, you're referring to Ratatouille? I actually don't know the name of that character. It's a movie I've meant to get around watching for years. I never have. Do you know what the name of the rat in the economy? I mean, it's certainly something. It certainly fits the theme that we're going for here. It's food related. Remy or... Hang on, we've got this wonderful thing called Google. Remy. Alright. Well, he's not food in itself, but he is a chef. Say hi to the chef, everyone. Chef is in the house. I mean, not to discredit the Volbeat or anything, Anime Fan, but Smeagol's not exactly my measuring stick of special attacking powerhouses. Alright, well now that we've caught a Pokemon, let's go get taught how to catch Pokemon. That's how this game works, right? we do something and the game teaches us how to do that one thing we've already done. Please, Dawn. Show me how to catch. Oh, look at the Bailey she found. By the way, we're not actually going to... we may not actually encounter Bailey here. It's a randomized tutorial. So, what you're telling me is I need to scratch things. Just scratch them. And then we just throw multicolored balls at them. And it works. That's how this works, right, Dawn? Right? Right. Yeah, fair enough then when you put it into that kind of perspective there. Anime fan? Yeah, I mean, yeah, 13 damage only is 13 damage only, so yeah. Oh, to get me started, you're going to give me more Pokeballs on top of the Pokeballs that I already have. Alright, let's find out what our encounter is here for here. We find a parrot. Paris went to the Dawn School of catching things. You know, I had the perfect nickname in mind that was going with our theme, but I just remembered that the this is not gonna let me call it Shiitake. It won't let me call it Shiitake. So chat, if you've got another suggestion for a mushroom, please let me know. You want the parrot to be named after you, Anime fan? Give me just a quick second. I'm just going to quickly help Akami with her issue, and I'll be back. So, name suggestions. Let's go. Okay, sorry about that, chat. Oh yes, it is about type. It is your favorite type. Sorry, I should have been more aware of that. Sorry, Anime fan. Alrighty. Oh. We need to Oh wait, no, hang on a second. Your name is all in lowercase. Let's do this right. I can only fit 2 of your numbers in. Do you want me to actually put any of the numbers in, or just leave it at anime fan for tonight? No, not the Magby. Not the Magby. F that and chat for the Magby. No numbers? Cool. Anime fan it is, with no numbers. There we go. Paris has now been named after you. Alrighty, let us continue on the journey now. You know that Magby that you're talking about? This is what you're gonna do to it? Oh, you got it. If it almost took chips out, no, that's it. It's over. End it. Chips are too good for this file. You need to protect chips. We could have had a Meryl chat. That really becomes useful later on when you get more for it. No fairy typing, no play rough, yeah, coverage is Alrighty. First non-rival trainer battle. Tristan! Are you destined to haunt me for the entire run, Smeagol? I almost feel like we're going to be haunted by that Smeagol from the lakefront. Alright, down goes the Smeagol. And Vindaloo grows to level 8. That's basically the theme with these type of Nuzlocke. You run into one thing and you're like, oh, that's not what I got, and then 3 steps later, oh, I could have had that. Alright, Natalie. It's a why not. Why not and Wobbuffet are like my mortal enemies every time I do a Nuzlocke or Randomized. I swear I run into them at the worst time, and every time I run into it, it is like this much, and then it takes out whatever was trying to kill it. And it's like, ugh. Thankfully though, this is a Gen 4 why not? It doesn't have Mirror Coat at level 1. I just have to worry about it wiping my team. Uh-oh, looks like Liz is probably going to be kicking up his stream for the night. So, looks like he's playing Divinity. So, somebody should let him know that he's a poor excuse of a rival. Nobody tell him that he beat me in the first battle. Spinda, please. Oh, there's a nice little healthy dose of experience right there with the silk food. Nice little healthy dose of experience. I keep looking at my stream layout. I kind of wish I could put my monitor on this side where the webcam is, but dead space. Okay. Vindaloo grew to level 8. Let's get a grasp for Vindaloo. Level 8, level 9. I apparently can't count on that. Alright, first item of the run. And it's an X attack. Oh look, it's Dawn again. Oh look, there's a mysterious creepy man running between the light poles. You could say he's quite the looker. So, okay, I'll shut myself in now, sorry. We've got the first recorded chat for all of the multiplayer battling we're going to be doing in this run. Alrighty. Gonna go heal up, and then we've got 2 more encounters we can do before we need to actually trigger the rival battle. And let's try and save some of the trainer battles for some of the experience once we've had our encounters, just so that we've got something to kind of grind on a little bit, depending on what we find. Item number 2 is a Silk Scarf. We have got a normal damage boosting item, so that's not too bad. Alright chat, next encounter. See, now you're going to be regretting that you asked for the Paris to be named after you, because we just found a Surfkin. I mean, you just start with quick attack, it's better than nothing. But yeah, depending on the special stat, I mean, you can still fish for the, slowdown at the very least, the bubble. Oh no, we got the poison, we're now doing this on limited time. Alright, we're gonna need a nickname for the Sasket now. Skiing, Tommy? Is that you suggest we should nickname the Sasket skiing? Alright, so between skiing, skater, or popsicle. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Well, if blue is the identifier and water type is part of the identifier, and we are seemingly having a food theme going on, this is going to be Gatorade. See, you're giving good suggestions towards the next dance at the very least. We've got a bit of a running theme going. Alright, now we can go towards the cave. We don't have to worry about Gatorade fainting. Because it's Gen 4. Oh, what's with that basic arm? You don't like the nickname? Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, we're gonna deal with the slack off now. Oh, let's deal with the slack off before this gets. Well, I was tying together both of your ideas. That you've got anime fan was suggesting popsicle because it's blue. You were suggesting because it's skating across the water, but I took the water portion of that. You know, like blue Gatorade. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, no, Surf skates across the ice. It's a water skimmer. Not the ice, sorry, the water. The water skimmer. Water strider, whatever you want to call it. Well, okay, well, I've not watched the X and Y anime. I'm referring to its, original introduction in Ruby and Sapphire. The water skimmer. Alright, Vindaloo is taking a little bit of a beating. I don't want to go and do the next encounter while Vindaloo is so injured. It can learn Ice Beam as a TM, it doesn't learn Ice Beam as a natural level up. It's a shame that you weren't allowed to watch it, anime fan. I watched up until probably the end of the first half of... Well, the first half of the first half of Johto. That just sounds like a bit of a tongue fall. Because it's still fairly new on the air when I was younger. I can't admit to have been watching more than maybe choice fights here and there, or scenes from newer series. I have, however, seen the X and Y movie with Ivatel and Xerneas. Yeah, Master Race's got a reasonably good moveset. Well, there's our money generation dealt with. Luck Incense. We have money. Alright, encounter time. Friend time. And it is a root. I got really worried that I thought we were gonna one-shot it. Alright, we got Pekka for a name suggestion. I mean, we've got a bit of like a food theme going here. Maybe we could oh, no more food? No more food? What are you trying to do? Starve me? You trying to starve me, Galmy? Alright, name suggestions, chat. What are we calling the tutu? Alright, we've got Pekka, we've got Cookie. Well look, I've been trying to amalgamate the ideas here so kind of everybody wins. I just can't think of a way to make a like chocolate peck cookie, it just doesn't work. Peck because it's bad. Call it Casper. It's a shame because you know we have a cat, and it just made me think that it would be funny that even though it wouldn't fit, if we find a Marie, could have called it Lamborghini. Emphasis on the Lamb. Just saying. Alright, well, look, we'll go with the calming suggestion. We've gone with all of the kind of the food-based stuff so far. So we'll go Peckers with this one, and then we'll see what comes up with the next. Alright, Pecker it is. Pecker is the majority choice. Alrighty. I'm just gonna put it out there. We could have had a Wooper. We could have had a Wooper. I'm really sad that we didn't get the Wooper. For those who don't know, I really like Quack Cypher in game run. Really like Is that way of saying that if you had a quarter, we'll call it Waterfall? He's just yanking your chain there, Harry. I don't know if I was just yanking your chain. Having a bit of a laugh at your expense. Alright. Look, you know what, anime fan? We may not have been able to name the Zerskit after you because we've got the parrots already, but let's get some levels into Gatorade. See whether we can get some good juice out. Now. Well, we're not going to do much against. We're not going to do much against the Marrow. I just said, game, we're not going to do much against the Marrow. Bug fight. 2 bugs enter, 1 bug enters. Yeah, no, Akami is very much correct on that front. She's sitting that way. Well, that was a bit of a struggle there. And that was a Wurmple. That was a Wurmple. think we might just have to try and push through a little bit with Vindaloo then. We've got 4 more encounters before the gym, but we can probably still find a good next teammate. Alright, we're just gonna get some potions because I'm a little concerned about this upcoming fight. Oh, we've got that X attack that we can sell. And we're gonna give Vindaloo the luck incense, because we want to get that sweet double money. Then we get Zubat coffee. I mean, I don't know. Zubat's one of those Pokemon I've always got a go-to nickname for. There's a metal coat. Now I'm kind of hoping we find a cipher later on. I'm not getting any problems with the stream. It might be something with your connection. It's okay. Coffee's not a food. It's a drink. Unless, of course, we're talking about the connoisseur grande espresso ice cream, in which case I'm totally on board. Alrighty. We're now going around town talking to clowns because, you know, that's not creepy or anything. Yay, we have coupons. Let's go and get the free item. It's a light flute. And let's get our Poke-Etch. Yay, we have the Poke-Etch. And let's put this to the status screen. Makes it nice and easy for everybody to keep up to date with our team status. Alrighty, I'm concerned how this fight is going to go, but I don't think we've really got much of a choice to do this at the moment. We need to get into more encounters. We do need to get the better encounters. My computer was not what I was hoping to see fast up. Alright, Vindaloo. Oh, sand attacks. Alright, now goes to look hitter. Okay. Dust can go down. Stop stand attacking me! Stop stand attacking Vindaloo! Alrighty. Got the experience, we almost hit level 10. You know what, this is probably going to lead to the first sacrifice of this one, but we need to try and chip it down a little bit with the water attacks. I want Gatorade. Oh, here comes the Sandstorm. It's a crit! Crit! Crit mattered round the count. Yeah, there comes the bite. Yeah, I kind of just knew that was coming. Alright, Vindaloo, let's finish this last tower off. There we go. There we go. The harder part you've got with trying to do it off a tablet is that you're restricted to either recording off your tablet screen or recording off the webcam. Oh, sorry, the camera built into the tablet. Well, it's not too bad if you're looking to do like live streams, I would guess, but limits your scope if you're looking to do gaming streams. And also kind of limits your option for doing custom overlays and arrangements. I thought you were getting out there for a second, Tracer, but you were just turning around and you buddy. Okay. Yep, beat. No. Alright. We have our first entrance to the Gates of Valhalla. You did well, Gatorade. You really weakened the Larvitar, and you stopped that fight from ending the run. Yeah, Gatorade sacrificed itself to give us the fighting chance to take the Larvitar down. We're now coming into 4 encounters. We've got a whole bunch of trainers that we can save up, so leveling up for the gym should be quite reasonable. First encounter is a Hoppip. Can't say I'm overly pleased with that one, but it's what it is. What are we? I'm trying to find the name of what I was looking for, because I've got the That's alright, I've got a nickname for this one already because I had an idea of what I was looking at here. Y2 can get rough at the best of times. Baby only is definitely going to give yourself a restriction on that. Yep, got the spelling itself correctly. Fantastic. Welcome our latest team member, Ben. So we're gonna keep going this way because we're gonna go get the item. But you're telling me we could have had a spin-up. You're telling me we could have had a spin-up. Spinnerack. My apologies, getting myself all puzzled. But we need to go up and around, dodging the trainers, saving the experience. Oh look, it's another Spinnerack. Alrighty. Next encounter. Got our next encounter here in the gateway. Come on. Encounter. There we go. It is. That's practically exactly what we needed, chat. We needed a good water type. Vindaloo? Who said you were allowed to miss there, buddy? Alright, now we're going to start us up, and now we're going to race against time. Alright, here we go. First Pokeball. First Pokeball. Alright, let's get those nickname suggestions. Alright, Akami's throwing out Waterfall. Anime Fan is throwing out Cream Puff. Now we're getting ice cream. Now we're getting bubblegum. No, bubblegum is my Kirby amiibo. That name belongs to something already. Right, look, we could run with the idea of ice cream, but do we have a flavour? Do we have a flavour, chat? Oh, actually, who am I kidding? We do have a flavour. Yeah, what would it be? Yeah, bubblegum. Alright, bubblegum it ends up being anyway. Welcome to the team, Bubblegum. Believe we could have worked this well. Oh look, it's tripping everyone. A bit disappointing for you here, Anime Fan. We've just run into another bug. Bug types galore indeed, my friend. Bug types galore indeed. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Alrighty. Encounter number 3 before the gym is a chain link. I've got no words, chat. I've got no words. If only there was some sort of setting, but like I say, I just want you to randomize all of it this time and just monobug the game. Encounter nothing but bug types. Opponents use nothing but bug types. Don't do it in Gen 5, otherwise Volcarona becomes absolutely broken. You know what? We're going so well with this food and service. I mean, dinner bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Alright, our next item, we got some berry juice. Got that berry juice. How far in the game are you, Akami, before you found your basketball? Which version do you play at the moment? Well, that's a nice handy location to find a basketball very early in the game. Very early in the game indeed. Alright, gonna heal up. We got one more encounter to go, chat, and then we are going to go back. We're gonna do some leveling and we're gonna do some do all of those trainer battles which we have skipped over. Master Ball and experience share, and you're only just past the first town and not even to the first gym. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh yeah. We got 2 more items. We have a pure incense. And a shit shell. Okay, you're on your way to Mr. Pokemon at the moment. What did you start with? Alright, mine encounter. So mine encounter is I thought it was retaining. Very nice, very nice. Now it doesn't have Dragon Rage at this level, does it? Oh, I hope not. Otherwise, this run is over already. Who said you were allowed to get out of the Pokemon Guild? Joker, you tell Gibble that he needs to stay on the ball, okay, buddy? Okay, can you do that for me? Good boy, you did exactly what I asked you to. And you know what? Considering we do have the partial ongoing food theme here, I even have a nickname that's appropriate for this one as well. Me Flake, everybody. And Flake is carrying a TM as well. Alright, let's bring Flake into the team and let's put events into the box alongside the Dinville. And then let's get our TM from Flake. Now, because of just how long it's been since I actually played Gen 4, I cannot remember what TM7 is. It's Hail. Why is our dragon trying to learn how to summon Hail? You're 4 times weak to Ice Skibble. No! Bad Skibble, bad! Alright, time to backtrack and let's start getting a little bit of experience. Now, I do apologise if you're expecting to see this run kind of move at a brisk pace. The very nature of a Nuzlocke does sometimes require a little bit of catching up here and there, depending on who or what RNG brings our way. Oh, good evening, Jesse James Hollywood. Welcome to the stream. I do apologise, I'm not fluent in German. I do apologise if I've got that wrong, but I believe you're speaking German? That's level 11 for Vindaloo chat. Well, first we found an X attack earlier in the game, and now we found an X defense. And a red fang. Well, if we stumble across a Gligar later in the game, at least we're able to get a Glysaur. So, that's something. Alright, let's get a little bit of experience now for our team, so we can look at starting to move on and upwards, because as far as the early game, like, big scary fights are concerned, this is one of the first, Rourke is one of the first 4, like, big scary fights. Because you've got him, you've got Mars. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that, chat. You've got Gardenia, and you've got Jupiter. From there, it does tend to get a little bit easier. I mean, it still remains a challenge because of the levels, but as far as kind of what can jump out and scare you early in a randomized Nuzlocke, those are really the big scary ones, especially Gardenia. I've lost count of the number of times that Roserade of hers has become a Slowking. And Slowking is not fun to deal with early game. Trust you me. Trust you me. See, now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Anime fans, first we were both like, we could have had a barrel. No. Now we could have had Best Bird. We could have had Best Bird, chat. It was an option. It was on the table. I'm highly disappointed. I'm highly disappointed. We could have had Best Bird. Right, look at that, look at all that damage, chat. And look at our little experience play can. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Alrighty. We're healed up and we're ready to get back to try and get some early game experience. So what's everybody doing this evening, chat? What else are you doing besides sitting in here listening to me and, well, having a chat with everybody here? It's okay, buddy. You can go to sleep. You can go to sleep, Sheriff. It's alright, mate. If anybody's wondering who I'm speaking to off screen, then that'll be our cat. He's got his head on the other desk. Okay. It's okay. Alright, now we're gonna do some leveling with Flake. See if we can get Flake up a little bit. How do you find playing Hyrule Warriors Legends on the on the 3DS? I mean, I played it when it first came out on the Wii U. We do actually have a copy of Definitive Edition, but you know, you kind of do it. You grind far enough in it once, you don't really want to do it again. Even though I do understand that Definitive Edition is supposed to have a lot of the fixes that Legends brought in to make it a little bit more new player friendly, or to make the new kind of DLC packs a bit more friendly to use. You know, outside of Young Link, which is a lot of fun to use, I hadn't touched too much of what came out post-release, if I'm being completely honest. Alright, it's another solid down. See this right here, this experience game, this is why I did not want to choose Larvitar at the start of the game. But what happens? We end up with a pseudo-legendary anyway. Because by the time that we learn Dragon Rage, we're just going to just destroy the game. Really destroy the game. Alright, now we need to go back and heal up again. Because we're gonna be doing this a lot, chat. We're gonna be doing the run back and heal quite a lot. So, you know, any questions that you've got, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer any questions that you've got. Level 7 you'll learn Dragon Rage with Gibble, and Gibble will then become the Destroyer as well. As it was foretold by Salesman in accounting. That was a tasty little crit to get that Paris down nice and low. How did I know that Effects 4 was going to kick in on the last hit? Oh, that means Bubblegum is effectively out of action until we can get to the Pokemon Center and back. Alright, it's like pretty close to getting to level 6. Alright, Flex got to level 6. Alright. My drink has run empty. I've run out of Pepsi. I'm going to go get some water, so I'm going to take a short break here, chat. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, continuing with the grind. Probably still be here for about another 40 minutes or so when we get back. So I'll be back with you shortly. Chat, please hang around. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that small break there, chat. Just getting a bottle of water. Well, bottle of cordial. We put flavour into it. Thanks to Akami nicely filling that up for me. How many treats are you giving him? Oh, spoiling little joker. Crit, manage, ran the count. So who are you playing as at the moment in Hyrule Warriors, Adam, fan? You got a favourite character you like playing as? Oh, thanks for the follow there, Red Fox Tips. I'm sorry, I missed the pop-up when it came up. Oh yes, Akami loves playing Impa. Down the power scars. Alright, we're going to go back and heal quickly, just keep the team nice and safe. Trying 100% a Muso game, you have got greater patience than I. Who knows, maybe one of these days I will get a capture card and maybe we'll stream some Hyrule Warriors. Who knows? That's something we can potentially put on the card. Would that be something you'd be interested in seeing, chat? Seeing the definitive edition streamed live? If I was going to stream it, I would probably stream the Switch version. Do a run from the start. It's a little bit easier to play catch up because it uses the 3 character mechanic from Legends, as opposed to trying to get through the very tedious grinding mess that is the Wii U version. a lovable mess, mind you, especially if you're playing local co-op, because it's much more comfortable to play than the Switch version in that instance, because you've got two separate screens thanks to the gamepad. On the other hand though, maybe that's a reason to stream the Wii U version. If I can, you know, do a collab stream with somebody like Lift, get him coming in, laying on the gamepad, showing off that lovely 30 frames per second and the game chugging when it has more than 20 enemies on the screen, and having much reduced, hugely reduced enemy clusters due to the hardware of the Wii U. Don't get me wrong, I love my Wii U. I think it was a completely underrated console as far as install base is concerned, purely because initial uptake wasn't great, so third parties dropped support, but it's probably got one of the best first party lineups of a console since the GameCube. And I love my GameCube. I love my GameCube. Nicely done. How far into Legends are you currently? Uh-oh, here comes easy mode, the game. Now chat, if you're wondering why I'm calling Dragon Rage easy mode, in case you're unaware, Dragon Rage is one of two abilities in the game that does a fixed amount of damage. Sonic Boom does 20. Dragon Rage deals 40. You're gonna one-shot most things up to about level 20. So this is not a bowl. Means if we can find a choice cell somewhere, we can turn Gibble into a lean, mean, dragon raging machine. This is the early game grind is always my least favourite part of a Nuzlocke. Oh, and there's effects for. There's effects for kicking in. Why am I not surprised? Unlocking. Oh, okay, so working on unlocking other characters. So have you finished the main story portion yet, or you're working on the first couple of adventure maps? Would that be correct? I'm working on the story at the moment. How far into the story are you? can get like to level 8 before we need to run back to the Pokemon Center. One more should do it. Get a nice big level 4. We're just gonna Dragon Rage in the face. Level 3 Parrot. Still got a Dragon Rage in the face. Dragon Rage! And down it goes. Just like that. Oh. I've become better. Do you see any birds out the window there, mate? Hey. See, chat, what did I tell you? Level 8. Big movement out in the tree there, buddy. I finished the main story just to go back and complete Linkle Tales and the Weed Work levels. But I need 20 minutes to continue story progress. Okay, okay, to be fair, I've only played through the story on the Wii U and the story on the Switch. Not my save file on Akami's save file for the Switch. I don't remember the Twilly Midna requirement being there, but maybe that's a Legend specific thing, as opposed to Hyrule Warriors in general thing. Alright, let's see if we can get Bubblegum up to level 8. I believe level 8 is when Bubblegum will learn, well, Bubble. And then maybe we can actually start doing some of these trainer battles that we skipped over and getting big boosts of experience as opposed to fighting a lot of Pokemon. Nice solid crit. Nice solid crit. If it's fully midnight, it'll be the 12th one. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know she was in the Hyrule Warriors on Wii U. She was one of the DLC characters. She wasn't tied to the storyline. In the Switch version, I don't remember there being a storyline stop point for not having her. Whereas I'm saying that in Legends, that might be the case, but because I didn't play Legends, I don't know. One of the golden spell tunnels specifically for her, huh? So if I remember correctly, isn't she in one of the Linkle Tail levels, unlocked in one of the Linkle Tail levels? Story-wise now? Oh, it's been ages since I played it. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head as best I can, so I do apologise if I'm getting some of the information wrong. Oh yeah, we should probably keep the lock-in sense off so we can get the increased money, because now we can actually go into trainer battles. Yay! much more efficient means of gaining experience. See, and this is part of the reason why we wait until we got bubble. This is part of the reason why we wait until we got bubble. Even then, it's not doing much. Oh boy, how bad of a pit flop did we catch? It's hitting like a wet noodle. Like a wet noodle. This isn't a bubble. This isn't bubble gum. This is like Hokkien, udon, wet noodle. Understandable. Sorry, I misinterpreted the way that you said it originally. You couldn't progress until you had it. I was just my misunderstanding that maybe there was a stop point in Legends. Yeah, I might want to check the stats. Well, here we go. We're about to have a look at bubblegum stats. Yeah, very middle of the road. Probably gonna pick up a little bit once it actually allows. Or at least, let's hope it's gonna be the case. So let's keep bubblegum out the front for now. Last the marathon. Sends out a bunch. Yeah, in this particular instance, it's just going to take way too long for bubblegum to shoot with that. So let's bring out the People's Champ. I said the People's Champ. Thank you, Flake. So you're telling me this is gonna be my encounter on this route? That's gonna be the running gag for the run. Nuzlocke, everybody, randomizer, everybody. That is part of the fun of it all. That we are going to sometimes get frustrated with what our encounter is after the fact when we run into something else on the same route. Alright, we're going to give Flake the luck since now. We've exhausted all the trainers on this route. Go to heal, and then we're going to go back to the next route. Alrighty, on to our next set of trainer battles. Spoiler alert, he's not going to have a cricketer or a Zubat. Despite what he says. Chikuna Matata. Sorry, Chikuna Matata. Sorry, should sing the Pokemon variant of it. nice big juicy bit of experience there for Kibble. Always a plus, always a plus. On to the next battle. Youngster Elf also has his shit. Thanks to Sebastian, send out a polyback. Oh, look! Another potential chance for improvement. But admittedly, if we had had the roof, we may not have decided to have added. But welcome to the team. That's Caitlin sending out a wisdom. We take no chances with wisdom. Uproar is no joking matter. Oh, you're gonna send it in an encounter. Well, we can certainly deal with an encounter with Bubblegum. Because Bubblegum has got, well, bubbles. I don't know if that, it's another bug type. Bug type's still on, here we go. Oh, the Benton's in and Horsey. Yeah, we're going to switch back to Flake for that one. Oh, sorry about that, chat. Oh, no, we don't want to change. Another Horsey. Another Horsey. Oh, Dragon Raging. Oh. Oh, the Dragon Raging. Down goes last Caitlin. Alright, we're going to try to get Bubblegum a little bit more experience, so we're going to switch it back to the front. Let's give it back to lock-in since we want our money. Money, money, money. It's Madeline, it's Madeline. Of course, gonna leave with the grass type. Make it so the Bubblegum cannot do anything. Alright, Vindaloo, you're up. And I was gonna say, just like that, the Shroomish is gone, but no, the Shroomish is not gone. The Shroomish is still very much there. Just like that, the Shroomish is gone. Madeline, Madeline. Alright, into the tunnel. We've got 2 trainer battles from here, and then we can go into the mines themselves. Camper Curtis. Send out Bidoof. That's a bit better. That was better. I mean, admittedly, that was a crit. Well above the norm. But that was better. Hey, this double level for bubblegum. I need to send out Wingull. Alright. So bring out Flake for this. And we're going to Dragon Rage. Question for you, chat. What's your favourite dragon type? Now that we think about it. Well, I do have a bit of a soft spot for Garchomp, despite the fact that it is seen as the ultra-competitive dragon type, but I couldn't really define a favourite dragon type. They're all kind of favourites in one sense or the other, but do you have a favourite, chat? Picnic at Diana sends out Nina and female. I always misclicked on water sports head because I'm like, hey, there's water going. Oh, wait, hang on a second, it's that piece of food. You can do this, Bubblegum. I believe in you. There we go. Alrighty. Let us now heal on up. And then we're going to go into the Orberg mine. And we're going to find Rook, and we're going to encourage him to come back to the gym. Because he has challenges waiting. Oh, crap, we already grabbed those items. Silly me, we forgot that we already detoured down this way. So we got the goal. Now, if we had to come down to the lower portion of the mine, what would our encounter have potentially looked like? You know, I'm divided on this one, chat. On one hand, I mean, we've got to give them, you know. If we can retain Flake, that's going to be fantastic. But on the other hand, too, I did do a run once where I had a Grumpig, and he was the anchor of the team. Right, what's in the ball? It's all like play. Alright, trainer battle. Trainer battle. Work a column. Sending out a Venerat. It sounds like a battle. Oh, sounds like a job for Windows. Got the burn on the first go. You didn't need an A-ring for that adventure map mission? What did you need out of my fan? I'm about to send the stir run. I reckon we're going to keep Vindaloo after this one. Oh no. No, that's the double team. Oh, you only need a B rank. Yeah, if you're gearing yourself up specifically for doing A rank and then found out that the requirement was significantly lower than you expected it to be, yeah, that I can certainly understand how that would be frustrating. Yes, we can use Rock Smash after we have the gym badge. Well, Akami, I take your Master Ball and I raise you my Master Ball. That's my Master Ball. Worker Mason Monster Battle. Sending out a payload. Second best bird. Alrighty, we are set now to give a shot to the first gym. But, you know what, I think that might be the event for another night. We've been going now for another 2.5 hours. It is getting quite late here. I do have work tomorrow because this is not what I do for my job. So look, thank you everybody for coming along. We will be kicking off again on Friday night, 8:30 PM Queensland time. So that's GMT plus 10 for anybody that's not in Australia. We may continue off with this. We may go back to Long 2. We might go back to Monster Hunter. We might do something completely different. If you've got a specific suggestion you would like to make with regards to what to play, if you are on the desktop version or on the website, there is a suggestion box down below. Please let me know your preference and we will see what we can do. Best way to keep up to date with regards to what's going on the stream, follow us on Twitter. I will at Necrobat1. We'll put out anything on there with regards to what is going on. We'll probably post some non-stream related things on there as well. If you are wanting to have, maybe chill and chat day while I do some hobby work, for example, do some painting. Happy to do so. Please put the suggestion down below if that's what you would like to do. But we'll officially save up there for the evening, and we will continue this one at a later date. So again, thank you everybody for coming along and watching the stream tonight. I hope to see you all next time. Best, other than trying to find out with regards to when we are going live. If you press that follow button, you'll get a notification that will let you know when we're going live on the stream. So look, until next time everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, have a good one, and I'll see you soon.